Okay. Congratulations! What an awesome job you've done on this film. Wow.
Thank you very much.
First question. I mean, is this still overwhelming, or are you now like such a big veteran, big star that it doesn't faze you?
No, it always phases me now. At the moment I stop being kind of surprised by it or overwhelmed is a really bad moment, really, because it's a really strange thing getting out of the car with all the people screaming, but it's amazing. It really is. It's such a great feeling.
Yeah, I'm sure all the fans, and it just must have been wonderful yesterday being at that premiere. And,
yeah.
How are the fans? Are they different around the world? Do you find different?
They are kind of different. Yeah, I think probably I think the main difference is how reserved people are about coming up and asking for autograph. I think the most reserved probably the Japanese, and then probably which is great. They're such a polite race. It's amazing. It's fantastic. And then the kind of least reserved is probably England and America. Probably both of them. Yeah.
Now I remember I was talking to you last year for the last film, and you were telling me that you were so excited for Azkaban because it was one of your favorite books.
It's my favorite book.
Okay, so did it live up to your expectations?
Yeah, definitely.
Were you nervous about taking Harry on to this next chapter?
I wasn't nervous about that because it was kind of just a natural progression because he has gone from 12 to 13, and as had I, so I knew what I was supposed to be doing. I was nervous though about the film maybe not being quite as good as the book, but I think it completely lived up to it. I think I absolutely loved the film. But that's a fear I've had with all the books, really.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, this is fantastic. When you started to take him on, I mean, as you said, he's a huge change, huge emotional, physical, everything. What was the most challenging? What was the most difficult for you to get into his head this time?
The most difficult was when, without a doubt, when Harry faints after seeing the Dementor for the first time, and having to act, having just heard your mother's dying scream. Because I've never experienced anything like that, thank God, touch wood. But I kind of had to somehow find out how to do that, and hopefully I did it okay.
Yeah. Oh, you did okay. You did really well.
Thank you.
Tell me about the relationship and how it's evolved between Emma and Rupert. I mean, my goodness, you guys must be like brothers and sisters.
Yeah, that's exactly. Me and Emma's just completely like my sister now. Rupert's just such a great friend. We're all really, really good friends.
So what do you guys do offset to kind of ease off the the tension?
We just kind of just hang around generally. I mean, most of the time when we're offset, we're tutoring, and then we don't really see each other like. We have lunch with each other sometimes, and like Rupert's got a pool table in his room, so I can sometimes go in there and play badly.
And mini golf too, I understand.
We made a mini golf course, out of cardboard boxes, and I broken fans. When I say broken, I mean I broke them, and then used them for the golf course.
Okay.
But it was kind of dangerous because it was a fan. It was a miniature golf course which was run on mains power, so that it wasn't like there was someone turning it. It was just really, really fast. Because we rigged up a propeller as well. So yeah, it was great.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
You should market that.
We had a lot of time on our hands.
And understandably with the prank, now you're the big prankster, but I
No,
understand.
I'm not, no.
Wait, but I understand, this time that you were
I was
pranks.
the victim this time.
So what was the worst thing that happened to you?
They put a fart machine in one of the sleeping bags in the Great Hall. And I was sitting there, and it was a scene that takes place at night, and it's a really calm scene. We'd done probably about 8 takes, and we were just going for the 9th one. And then it was Michael Gambon had the actual thing that operates it, and it was kind of under Alan Rickman's instruction. And he did it just at the end of the take, and everyone in the Great Hall sat up and turned to me, and it was me and Devon Murray who plays Seamus there. And me and Devon kind of instantly blamed each other, and then we actually took it out of the sleeping bag, and we were like, that'll be what that was then, okay. So yeah, that was probably the biggest one, but it wasn't actually from a kid. That was Alan Rickman's idea, evidently. That's what I heard, anyway.
That's what you heard. Now, tell me about working with Alfonso. I mean, it's a completely different take on the film.
Yeah.
How did he put you at ease to play Harry?
I think we just got to know each other over 11 months, and we just got to know each other better and better. And I think it was just kind of a bonding thing that happened over time, and it was great, and he made a fantastic film.
Yeah.
And we became really good friends. We kind of swapped tips on music and things.
What was the major difference that you found between working with somebody like Chris, somebody like Alfonso?
I think probably the main thing is because we were younger with Chris, we weren't able to do a lot of the stuff that we now had the experience with Alfonso to do longer takes, to do more kind of intricate, interesting, kind of hard, difficult kind of shots that we wouldn't have been able to do with Chris, because Chris wouldn't have been able to get the because we were younger, we wouldn't have been able to do it because we just had no experience. Whereas, with Alfonso, we were older, and all the stuff that we learned from Chris, we were able to put into practice.
Excellent. Now, with the Hippogriff, I know you were really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Did it live up to your expectations?
It did, actually. It was just as completely strange as I thought it was going to be. So, it was me on the back of what's effectively a really complicated mechanical bull. And then when I'm not flying on it, it's just a guy holding a pole with a beak on the end. It's Chris Carreras, who's the first AD, who's amazing, holding a pole with a beak on the end of it.
Wow. How cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
now, you have some phenomenal co-stars in this film. I can't even believe.
Gary Oldman.
Tell me
David
about
Thewlis.
when you met Gary, were you completely freaked out by that?
Yeah, because ever since I've been acting, I have absolutely loved his movies, and I've loved him, and it was such an amazing moment when I actually met him. And he was just the nicest guy. Because I was really worried, because if you really, really liked someone and then you met them and then they weren't as nice as you thought they were going to be, I would have been just heartbroken. Yeah. But he was the coolest, nicest guy in the world. Okay. He is awesome, a great bass player, really good bass player. He gave me a bass lesson. And he's amazing, and we swapped tips on music, and I got him into a band called Audio Slave.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, and I understand Alan Rickman also played a little bit with you, or was it Alan? Or no, it was Gary that
It was Gary.
Okay,
Gary taught me the bass.
Very.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's the coolest. That must be the best memory.
He's a great player.
He's you guys
really
could start
good.
a band after, huh? So we're on our way to Goblet of Fire, or just getting started. So just give us a little premise as how things are going for that.
Amazing.
One word answer. Just
really.
So you haven't started shooting yet?
We're doing bits, but we start shooting officially in mid-July.
Must be really looking forward to that.
The script is unbelievable. The third book is my favourite book. The fourth script is my favourite script. It's unbelievable.
Wow, we can't
really
wait for that. Okay, now here, Harry Potter's all said and done. It's finished, over with. Daniel Radcliffe gets a script, and you can pick any dream star, co-star. Who would it be and why?
Could I pick a dream director?
You can pick anybody you like.
I'd love to work with Mike Leigh.
Wow.
Just because his kind of, I've heard loads about the process of working that he uses, which just sounds really interesting. I'd really kind of like to just discover more about that. And I also, after seeing him in Fiddler on the Roof last night, I'd love to work with Alfred Molina. As a co-star. That would be amazing. I think I'd learn loads from him, definitely.
Well, I'm sure you'll get there. You've just done a fantastic job, and always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Daniel. That's great.
Nice to meet you.